Hello everyone, today's tutorial is this circle skirt that I made for my daughter. You can also make one for adults. I'll show you how to do that in this video. This is a gathered circle skirt, so it's not just a simple circle skirt, it's also a bit gathered, as you can see. So to do this, I'm going to show you how to do a normal circle skirt and a bit gathered as well. You need your fabric, scissors, tape measure, elastic, your sewing machine, of course, pins and safety pin. So my fabric measures 30 by 30 inches, but I'll show you how I got that measurement. So first you want to measure your waist. So I'm just going to use this dummy to show you how to do it. So you measure your waist where you like your skirt to sit, and we're going to go with 25 inches. Let's just say it's 25 inches. 25 inches. Then you have to divide that by 6.28 to get your waist circumference. So 6.28, and that will give you 3.9. That's 3.9. So for my daughter's case, 21. Usually I'll just divide by 6.28 and we'll get the answer. But because I want it gathered, I'm adding 5 inches to her waist measurement. 5 plus 21, that's 26 inches. Then we'll divide it by 6.28, and this is for if you want it gathered, and we get 4.1. Sorry, my camera is front facing, so everything is backwards. I didn't realize until I finished recording, but I hope you get it. So to actually find out the measurement for the fabric, you need your answer, which is 4.1 plus the length of the skirt. So my daughter's skirt length is 10 inches because remember we're going to add 2-inch waistband to it. So usually a skirt length is 12 inches, but because I'm going to add the waistband to it, I've taken away the 2 inches, so it leaves us with 10 inches. And altogether that's 14.1. 14.1 times 2. I know, too much maths, but trust me, just follow each step. That's 28.2. Yes, so that's why I've just rounded up to 30 inches. I hope that makes sense. If that makes sense, do let me know in the comments below. If it's confusing, let me know. I'm happy to do another video to explain it properly. Yeah, so this is what our skirt will look like. You've obviously seen it. I don't know how to sketch. I don't know why I was doing this. I was feeling like a fashion designer for a moment there. So yes, so here's our fabric. 30 by 30, and we're just going to fold it into 4 like so. If you watch my hair bonnet videos, then definitely you know how to do this part. So fold it into 4. The open part is on the other side and the folded edge is facing me. So from the folded edge, we're going to first measure the waist circumference, which is 4.1. I'm just going to go round in a semicircle like that. If you've watched my hair bonnet videos, then you know what we're doing here. We're just going to go from that point and go around 4.1 all the way around. Trust me, this is so easy. If you'd like to make this and you're watching this video and you're thinking, I don't get it, trust me, sometimes I think when you're sewing along, it makes it much easier than just watching and trying to figure out in your head. So if you don't have your fabric yet, just get a paper pattern and just try and draw it out yourself, and you see. So now we're going to measure the skirt length, which is 10 inches from the first line we've made. Watch carefully. I'm taking that measurement from the line we've made and not from all the way at the top. So that's 10 inches all the way round. And yeah, that's our circle skirt ready. Can you see how easy that is? It's very easy. But before we cut it, we're going to I'm just going to make that line thicker just so you can see what we're working with. But before we cut it, we're going to add seam allowance to the waist area. And at the top there, as you can see, I'm adding ½ inch, going round in circle like that. As you can see, from the line up ½ inch all the way around. If you're new to my channel, please do not forget to subscribe, like if you like what you see, and don't forget to comment below to let me know if you've enjoyed this video. And also don't forget to share with anyone you think that might be interested in sewing. So I'm just cutting our fabric. Remember, we're cutting from our seam allowance, and then we'll cut along that line. And that's just our skirt ready. We're ready to sew. And the thing is, with this, you don't need to join it at the sides or anything like that. All you have to do is attach your waistband. There's some circle skirt with zip at the back, but we're just doing the elastic one because it's much easier and it's perfect for beginners. So I prefer elastic one, to be honest, for kids. So for our waistband, it's 31 by 4 inches. So the 31 is your waist measurement. Remember, my daughter's waist measurement is 21, then I added 5. So that's 26 altogether. But I just cut out 31. I prefer to have excess fabric, then cut it off after, than to not have enough. So the reason why our waistband is 4 inches is because our elastic band is 1 inch. If you fold your 4-inch fabric into 2, it gives you 2 inches, and then we need the ½ inch on each end, like so, to go in for our seam allowance, and just to leave a little wiggle room as well for the elastic. So that's why we have 4-inch waistband. If you like your waistband wider, let's say you have a 2-inch elastic band, so you would want your fabric to be, your waistband to be wider, the casing to be wider. So 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 inch for your seam allowance. So I hope that makes sense. But I'm just ironing my waistband. Trust me, it's better to iron your waistband so it looks nice and neat when you sew it. So I just folded in the edges and then fold it in half like so. It's very easy, but be careful when you're ironing, don't burn yourself. Anyway, we're going to attach our waistband to the skirt. So to attach the waistband to the skirt, you're going to find the midpoint of your waistband, and you're going to attach the right side of your waistband to the wrong side of the skirt. Yeah, I know usually we sew right side to right side, but for this we're doing right side of the waistband to the wrong side of the skirt. That's how we're starting off. So we're just going to pin all the way. We're starting from the middle of the waistband, and we're going round on one side, and we're going to go pinning the other side as well. Trust me, as you can see so far, I hope you do find this easy. I think it's very easy to make this skirt. As you all know, I'm still learning as well, so if you're a beginner, you can definitely make this. And it's summer, so why buy a circle skirt when you can make one, right? Anyway, so we're going to attach our waistband. We're going to sew it together first before we attach it to the skirt. As you can see, I have excess. Make sure that your folded edge is open when you're sewing the waistband together. Don't sew it with the edges folded, please. Open it up and sew it all the way across, like so. I'm just going to sew that first. Get rid of the excess fabric. It's better to have excess fabric than not to have enough, so I'll always leave excess fabric. Then we're going to sew all the way around. Just make sure you pin your waistband nicely so everything is attached really well, because your fabric can tend to move when you're sewing. So once you pin it nicely, you avoid that problem. So go around like that, and there we have it. First part attached. Then we're going to turn our skirt right side. I'm going to turn our skirt to the right side. That's the wrong side. We'll turn it to the right side. Then fold the waistband down. As you can see our seam allowance, you can see where we've attached the waistband to the skirt. We're just going to push that up and then cover it with the waistband, but make sure that the waistband is covering where the thread goes over the thread. So the first thread, the first sewing you made is not showing. Where you've attached the waistband to the skirt is not showing. I'm just going to show you that again. So make sure that's the thread. Make sure that the waistband is covering it like that. Here you go. And when you're sewing, make sure you leave a 2-inch gap, because we're going to need it to insert our elastic. We're nearly there, guys. How beautiful. Already it's looking good. And I really like this print. I've had this fabric for about a year actually, you know. And it's been there, and I'm thinking, what can I make? But yeah, I think it looks good with this skirt. So we just insert our elastic, and then we're just going to sew our elastic. I always use a zigzag stitch to secure my elastic. I'll go over about 2 to 3 times just to make sure it's nice and secure, and then we're going to do a straight line just to cover it, finish off that opening. Now we're going to do the hemming of the skirt. Make sure you iron before you start hemming the edge of your skirt. It's a circle skirt, trust me, it's not easy to hem. So fold like that, iron it all the way, and then fold again, iron it all the way. Make sure you do it one at a time. Fold the first part all the way around whilst you're ironing, and then fold the second part all the way around, and then sew the ends off. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Hope you've learned something new, and hope I'll see you again on my channel soon. Please do not forget to subscribe, like, comment and share. Ta-ra!